Guys, the next really big explosive Bitcoin price move will actually start within the next 24 hours, and I will show you exactly with the charts why we have to expect that, and especially what type of actions I am going to take with the current new chart patterns we are forming right now. I also have another one that you haven't seen yet, guys. I can already tell you there's an exact game plan I'm following right now, and I will tell you exactly what to do now within these next 24 hours depending on what the Bitcoin price does. As always, I would really appreciate it if you could smash up a like here on this video. Every single video of mine reaches 1000 thumbs up, so let's reach that on today's video again. And also, guys, please make sure to subscribe and activate the bell next to the subscription button so you don't miss out on any future uploads. But now, let's not talk too much, let's just jump right into the charts. What has been happening for Bitcoin within the last 24 hours pretty much? I can already tell you exactly. Let's take a look at my prediction out of the last video, or better, what I told you guys to do in the case that we see a confirmed breakout to the downside. Let's see how I defined the confirmed breakout here in the last video. When we are correcting to the downside and we are retesting here the low point, because the low point needs to be broken before we know that this breakout is actually confirmed, right? We need to break this low point with significant volume so we know that, boom, there it is, guys. As I always tell you, with a breakout we have to be extremely careful. Bitcoin loves fake outs, and that's why we have to wait for confirmation of the breakout, right? This is what I told you. I have to make it here. So, okay, perfect. Just to show you here exactly what happened. As you know, I told you guys that a breakdown target for the symmetrical triangle would be exactly around the $33,000 level. And look at this, guys. We reached this price target perfectly. But I know that we had a fake out here and a fake out here. But that's why I always tell you guys exactly what to keep an eye on. Because with the first breakdown here to the downside, we broke to the downside. We saw a retest not successful for the bears. We actually blew right to the upside again. So this breakout was an obvious fake out. Now people were thinking, okay, maybe we are going to pump. I was still sitting at the sidelines. I was waiting for the bounce confirmation and then the break of the high point to turn bullish. But this also didn't happen. We actually fell right below the past resistance again. The resistance didn't turn into support, so again another failed breakout. But what we saw then is another correction to the downside. We saw another retest, but this retest was different because the bears obviously sold off here this candle heavily with a lot of volume. That was also what I mentioned. And then we broke the low point to the downside, and that was the confirmation that this is the confirmed breakout now out of the symmetrical triangle to the downside, and that's why we perfectly also reached our price target. After the bears reached their price target, we immediately pumped aggressively to the upside, and since then we have actually been forming a super highly interesting bottoming formation that I want to show you right now. I am actually talking about the non-failure swing bottom scenario. And you can see it exactly here, guys. We have a correction, we have a small pump, we have another correction. This is our A point. We see a bounce, a B point, we see a lower low. This is our C point. Then we bounce to the upside, we break above the B point, right? We break above the B point, we form D, we correct down, we form E in the area of the all-time B, and then we break B2 to the upside. This is the final line that we then need to break to the upside to have a confirmation and to then actually have a bottoming formation. This then doesn't mean that we will guaranteely pump now to $60,000 and to a new all-time high again, because we have to keep in mind that this chart pattern is forming on the 4-hourly time frame. So Bitcoin could, if this is successful, without a problem pump all the way up to the $40,000 level, which without us actually turning bullish. This beautiful non-failure swing bottom scenario would then have reached its price target, would have worked out perfectly, but it's then not the final bottom since it's only on the 4-hourly time frame, and the daily and the weekly are way more important for the long term. So even if we are seeing now this bounce, and I will show you another chart pattern that will decide if this bounce is actually going to happen and if this non-failure swing bottoming scenario is successful, I will show you that in a second. But we can easily pump all the way up to the $40,000 level. We can correct down to $34,000 again and just form here this accumulation phase, right? Because I told you and I showed you in the last couple of videos that we are right now forming a beautiful a beautiful Wyckoff logic here, and at the end of the day we still need to expect here an accumulation phase next to this accumulation phase. So even if we are pumping now, please guys be careful, don't get too bullish. Me personally, as you know, I'm in long positions anyways with a 3x leverage. I don't want to have the fear of missing out on anything, right? That's why I already have long positions open, but only with a small leverage, because right now there is still everything in play with Bitcoin. We just have to keep an eye here on this non-failure swing bottom in formation. And how do we know if this is going to be successful? I mean, first of all, for sure we need to break here the level of the 37,500, the B2 point, to have a successful breakout and to confirm this non-failure swing bottom. But there's something else on the lower time frames which I find quite interesting as well, and this is actually not just something random, but let me switch over here to the 1 hourly time frame. It is actually a beautiful bull flag that is breaking here to the upside already. As you guys can see, a bull flag works very simple. We are pumping inside of a downwards falling channel. We have a downward sloping resistance, we have a downward sloping support, we trade in between, and as soon as we see the breakout to the upside, the price target for this bull flag actually becomes the flagpole. So if we're taking a look here, we can also already see that exactly here where our past very important resistance area lays or support area lays, that would be the exact price target of this bull flag. So we have to say that as soon as we break here to the $40,000 level, that I personally think it's highly likely that we are going to get rejected there, because as we have seen with our symmetrical triangle, as soon as the bears reached the price target, we reversed rapidly. So if we're now pumping to the upside and all of our bullish price targets are reached, I think the chances are very high that we then also correct to the downside again rapidly, because like I said, an accumulation phase is still something we have to expect here for the next upcoming days and weeks with our Wyckoff logic. So guys, I can already tell you, keep an eye on the Bitcoin price. I mean, as always, we need to see a confirmation here on this breakout. I would scale up my long positions as soon as we correct here to the downside once again. We bounce off the support and we break above the old high point. That's the time when I will open up or I will scale up my long positions a little bit at least. And if this just results here in a fake out, right, if we're just now maybe correcting back into this bull flag, I have to say that this bull flag would be pretty much invalidated and we would need to take a look at new chart patterns tomorrow then. But for now, guys, we have a very good chance of the Bitcoin price pumping all the way up to the $40,000 level. We just need to confirm breakout out of our bull flag, because then we have a bullish price target, which would also result in us breaking here or confirming this massive and beautiful non-failure swing bottom. So guys, if you enjoyed the video, make sure to smash up a like. You know exactly what to keep an eye on, as I told you exactly yesterday. So congratulations to everyone that was prepared for this drop all the way down to the $33,000 level. I would now really appreciate it if you could subscribe to the channel, activate the bell so you don't miss out on any future uploads. And also, guys, make sure to smash up a like. Let's reach 1,000 likes. We do that on every single video of mine. And then we are going to see us in the next one. Share it with your friends. Till then, bye.